Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Litecoin's price chart, and I believe this is going to be a bit of an important update because we are kind of in a very key moment right now in LTC. Why is that? You see, if you remember in the previous video we were right around these areas, and the idea was that there's a very high chance we are having off of the lowest low a 1 2 3 4 5 wave up, which means this might be the beginning of a move on the upside. Also, we said maybe this is a correction structure, and what's next? Probably yet another move up, and that, I'm gonna say, pretty much played out. Now let's go around here. If you want to say we're gonna have our final low around this area, maybe this is like a very important support, then okay, you need to show me off of the lowest low in here a 1 2 3 4 5 wave. This specific example is an impulse. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave, wave 3 is not allowed to be the smallest wave. Okay, this is a big no-no in Helios waves. And in terms of the sub waves, if you are a regular viewer, you know what's happening. 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different scenarios. Let's say ABC. Also, let's change the colors for it. There we go. And then a WXY into wave 2. Now, let's go on the live chart. Okay, so here's the situation. I do kind of sort of see an argument to be made for this whole move up, starting from here to about this high, being a 1 2 3 correction for 4, another move up into wave 5. However, for two reasons, I'm not really a big fan of this scenario. Number one, when you compare our wave 4 to wave 2, timing wise they don't really match each other. So this is, from my point of view, red flag number one. Number two, I think there's like a much better argument to be made for this whole move up from here to about this height being into this wave 3, and here is how. Let's zoom in more. Okay, so I think this is 1 2 3 4 5 up into wave 1, followed by that, yes, probably an A B C structure into wave 2, and then pay attention, 1 2 3 4 5 wave up into wave 3. This is probably, I don't know, maybe like a triangle for 4, and yet another move on the upside into wave 5. And now wave 2 and 4 do actually kind of sort of match each other, right? That's why I think this is probably a complete 5 wave, sure, but not starting from this low. The beginning of it is actually right around here. Now, in LTC, here is the key point. I believe so far you can consider two different counts. Scenario number one suggests that this is just a simple ABC zigzag, and our move down overall is not over, and at one point, maybe soon, you can expect a continuation of this whole move down in order to once more take the lows in here about, let's say, $82 area. On the other hand, the other scenario suggests that maybe from here we're having 5 up into 1, correction for wave 2. This is 1 2 3 4 5 into wave 3, correction for 4, and yet another move up into wave 5, indicating overall maybe the final bottom is already in. Question: which scenario is going to be in play? At the moment, nobody, and I really mean that, nobody can tell you anything for sure. But I think the current move that we are having is going to have a lot of answers. Why? In case that you see in the next, I'm gonna say 48 hours, a consolidation pattern, a very slow and choppy move down, that's actually going to be a fantastic sign, suggesting we're gonna have another move up, and maybe the bullish count, this 1 2 3 4 5, is happening. On the other hand, if we get a very strong move down, maybe like a 1 2 3 4 5 without overlapping of the waves, that's actually going to be a very important bearish sign, suggesting the bullish count is not happening, and this was overall just a simple ABC zigzag, meaning our move down is just not over yet. Now, here is a very important point. In case that we get a strong move down, at that point, I need you to have your eyes on this important low down here, about $86.7. Why? Because if during this move we take this low, at that point there's going to be, I've got to say, pretty much no shot for us to be able to find an impulse in here, and the ABC zigzag is going to make a hell of a lot of sense. And well, that means you need to at that point be bearish with just a bit more confidence. So overall, I think right now it all actually comes down to the current move in LTC, and let's hope that our move up is just not over yet, and after a consolidation pattern we get some more upward price action. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Litecoin, and until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.